Here's a quick little walk around. Little girl. 93 VX 888s on HX wheels. It is now a full JDM D15B with skunk 2 rods, vitara pistons. It's got a block guard. Head is just hand port and polished, nothing special, just basically cleaned up the ports. Super Tech valves. Skunk 2 springs and retainers, a comp 59 300 I believe cam. It's a comp stage 2 turbo cam, 1000cc precision skunk 2 intake manifold, forged top mount manifold. It's got a 62 ball bearing turbo now, 2.5 inch piping for the intercooler. That's about it. Pretty simple setup. External coil just for a little better spark. Stock Civic SI or EX 92 to 95 transmission. Some 225 50 14 Toyo R888s tires is what we ride around on the street with. I do have some slicks that I'll use at the track. Other than that, that's it. Pretty simple. It is going to be probably in the 40s tonight here out at the track. So we're going to go out and see if we can make a pass on the slicks. Bring some extra axles and jack, pull the passenger seat out, whatnot. See if we can actually catch some traction this time. Maybe make a decent pass. We'll see. Should be fun. So we attempted to go to the track past Wednesday, but when we got there, the back half of the track was not lit, so they canceled the test and tune. So I decided just to go home, and on the way home I was making some test hits and ended up torching a spark plug pretty bad. Actually, I have it. So here's the plug. So all the guts fell out, went through the motor. So I will try to find out what's going on. It seems to be an electrical issue. So I checked the motor out. Looks like there's a little nick in the piston, but didn't actually hurt the motor at all. Did a leak down in the compression test. Seems to be fine. The guts of that spark plug apparently made it through the motor without hurting anything, minus the little nick in the piston. So I ended up grabbing another wiring harness. I'm going to replace the complete harness. And the distributor I have is not an OEM distributor, so it's a good chance that's the cause as well. So just going to change a bunch of stuff, try to eliminate this happening. I've torched the last two motors, melted pistons, so it's probably all the same cause. Sometimes it runs fine, and then sometimes it sputters a little, chokes up a little bit. So that is probably what happened on the last motor. So I am going to just replace the harness. This harness has been in there for a long time. I've owned this car for 13 years, and the harness has been hacked up quite a few times over those years. So just go ahead and replace the whole thing. So I got the car apart right now for the most part. Just engine harness is out, chassis harness is out. So I'm just going to go ahead and get those done. I got a new distributor coming on the way. So all the rest of the plugs looked fine. No issues with them. So wasn't too worried about that. I run a tight gap. It's like 13 thousandths. Other than that, I am getting some funky readings from my map sensor as well. So once I change the harness and get into it, I'll see if the map sensor is reading correctly. It actually, with the car not running when it's cold, the map sensor reads 7 psi. I'm just sitting still, when obviously it shouldn't be reading anything. So that causes some cold start issues, but then once it warms up a little bit, it settles down and reads how it's supposed to, and then it works fine normally when it's driving. So I don't think that is the cause for the torched spark plug, and the logs are all reading fine. I have a Neptune RDP, so the logs look good. There's nothing really going on there. And if it was a tune issue, it would have done it to multiple cylinders, not just the one. So seems like it's an electrical issue, ground issue, possibly the distributor. So just going to replace everything and see if we can get it to stop. And hopefully that'll be back together here soon, and we'll go to the track and try it again. So we'll see.